Back to the grind. Back to suffering. Back to the best ship in Genshin Impact. There, I said it. Yep, it's working. Woo! Well, I'm still here. As Sayed said, here we go again. Typey typey. I'm gonna put Total Drama All Stars in the background. Just so I have something to listen to in the meanwhile. Oh man, it is code actually has a design. I'm not drawing that. I'm just gonna give it a grading. Just gonna give it a purple gradient. Hopefully that looks good. Yep, the stream is working. Even if I don't get any more viewers for tonight, I wanna have an archive of this. Hello again, Mod19. It is, yes, it is indeed working. There we go. Well, let's enjoy the next 40 minutes or so we have left. What do I call her next? Oh, his vision. I always dread drawing the visions because they have so many details and I never remember how to make the symbols. Have any of you guys watched the Total Drama series, like Total Drama Iceland or Action? Just curious. Because I love that show. I mean, I watched it when it was airing. Oh, you have? Cool. I mean, if you like it, because if you didn't, oof. Was a hit show here in Brazil. Really? I don't know if it was a hit in my country, but when I was in the US, everyone in my class watched it. We would love to talk about the Total Drama Action episodes that were already leaked on YouTube because they aired it on Canada before. In the past hour, I just got more than 10 notifications for streaming YouTube. Oh, my notifications? Maybe it's because sometimes I try to make the stream with Streamlabs and it doesn't connect right away. So I have to restart my tablet and try to connect it again. It's pretty frustrating to get this to start. Because it takes a bit. Total Drama was fun. It sucks that I only catch the first 2 seasons when they were airing week to week, and I watched Action on a marathon they were having on Cartoon Network one day, and I was like, oh wow, they actually made another Total Drama season. That's awesome. And season 3 was my favorite one by far. It was so good. Who who knew I would actually like Heather and root for her and ship her with the new villain dude. Season 3 simply the best. Although the first two also keep up pretty well. The reboot is bad? You mean Dramarama? Because I've seen like all the other seasons, like Pakute, All Stars, Revenge of the Iceland, and they're not as good as the first three, but they're okay, except Pakute, I think. And Dramarama, I think I watched the first episode and could not get past it. I agree on that. And the sad thing is, I do understand why they made it. Teens don't really watch TV anymore. They prefer to stream things. So I have hopes for the new series, the new two seasons they're making to actually be more adult oriented, or at the very least teen oriented, like the first Total Drama was. Cause let's be real, Total Drama was really pushing the age rating on Cartoon Network. It would have fared pretty good if it was an Adult Swim show. I wish for a Total Drama but with adult jokes, but good adult jokes. I mean, if you heard about that Total Drama reunion that a fan was making, it was actually pretty good. Oh hey Downslide, hello. I haven't watched 19, you haven't watched TV since you were 8. I mean, fair, if you have the internet, why would you watch TV? There. For me, a show that I can see anytime is Ben 10. I actually could never get into Ben 10. I didn't think it was bad, it just wasn't my thing at the moment. But I tried because the aliens were cool as fuck. And the Omnitrix, bro, how is so a wristwatch so overpowered? Well, I see movies, but not online live TV. Eh. Sometimes it is nice to watch something on a big screen, but you can just do that by hooking up your laptop to the TV. Man, that vision does not look as good as it could. Gotta fix it a bit. Gotta polish it. I like I like the reboot and the original. Well, hopefully the new reboot is also good because there are fans. Fans are waiting. There people still like Total Drama. I mean, that fan made episode got like a million views on a week, a few weeks. That's pretty big for a small animation channel. I'm so sad that it actually got shut down. That freaking sucked. I was so excited for it. The characters were on point. The voice actors were amazing. Like their audio quality wasn't the best for everyone, but they sounded so much like them, especially the Heather and Alejandro voice actors. Mm, divine. Oh, you were talking about Benton. Sorry. Yeah, Benton was cool. Oh, and that the Benton opening. Don't even get me started. That was so good. I would turn on Cartoon Network just to listen to it. And Yasura arc. I'm sad for Infinity Train too. That show cannot get a break. I mean, first it gets made and it's awesome, but it gets delayed because of the merger stuff. Then HBO Max cancels it, and now it's taking it and a bunch of other shows from the streaming service. And it's like, how could it get any worse than canceling it? Like they're beating it to the they're beating it when it's already in the ground bleeding. And man, Infinity Train was just such a good show from the start. The pilot on YouTube that they made got you hooked immediately. It sucks seeing something uh just get treated so badly from the start. Infinity Train was and still is one of the best cartoons out there. This is a rare case of Cartoon Network being the good guys. Yep, it's not Warner Media, it's Discovery Media, Discovery Plus. That really dropped the ball this time. The pilot, yes. Both worthwhile. Yeah, like all the Infinity Train seasons are great. And you could tell that the crew behind it also care because when the show was airing, I specifically remember season 3, book 3, like a good amount of the creators were on social media talking about it, sharing fan art. The bad guys are Warner and Disney. Well, Warner, Disney, Discovery Media. It's never the it's almost never the creators or really the animators working on it. It's always like the executive producers, the guy on the top. Disney is bad for the Owl House. It is, and that also sucks because I had my eye on the Owl House ever since it was announced along with Amphibia, and I was waiting for it. I watched every episode as it aired, even the leaked one, the one that they aired in Turkey. And watching the show grow and get a fan base was so much fun, only for it now to get squashed. Disrespectful AF. And then they have the goal to raise up their prices for Disney Plus. I know. Mm. They deserve the 3 seasons. They deserve 3 seasons just like Amphibia did. Yep. Just so you know, Surara Arc, YouTube withheld your comment because it had the word gay, so they're not the good guys either. I am super fans of Amphibia and Owl House. Yeah, they're both really good shows. That Amphibia finale was. It was good, man. No, imagine if Ruby get to stream service. Oof. I mean, isn't Ruby already on Crunchyroll? I would not be surprised if because the all of the HBO Max thing and Warner Media thing, they actually merge Rooster Teeth with HBO Max or the new streaming service they plan to make, whatever they're gonna call it now. I mean, that would suck. I would not be surprised if the Ruby movie and Volume 9 are in jeopardy because of everything that's going on now. And the thing is, there isn't much information of what's truly going on in Warner Media and stuff because none of the executives are talking about it. Not even the creators of shows know much. So I have no idea if things are actually okay for Rooster Teeth and Ruby or if shit's gonna go down and we're not gonna see the show get an ending. I heard the House is going to make a comeback. Yeah, I think they're gonna be giving like a few 40-hour specials, so that's good. They can at least finish the story somehow. Ruby is gonna be like Genlock season 3. I didn't know they have a season 3. Or is it gonna be like canceled? Is that what you mean? You should make a Discord to talk after this about this stuff. The thing is, I've made Discord before. I haven't had any bad experiences with it. I just don't like to use Discord, and I would much prefer to throw out my ideas into the void, like in a YouTube video, because I can also archive it really easily here. I have a Discord, but I only use it to chat with IRL friends. Yellow came as a good show, got and then went on to. Do you mean that Genlock was a good show, but then it went to be the worst on Rooster Teeth? I mean, I think season 2 was an HBO Max exclusive, so maybe the writers. Uh, that's what I mean. Oh yeah, I'm not surprised if the writers suffer because of all the stuff that happened. It sucks. Animation always gets the worst part. Okay, I think I'm gonna add a few gradients, and after that I think I'm done. I added his tattoos. What else could I be missing? The cartoon universe is in chaos. Indeed. Doo-doo-doo. Typos. The cartoon universe is in chaos, and I'm afraid it can still indeed get worse. Can't believe they really canceled so many shows and new seasons of shows just to get some tax write off. Or at least that's what the grapevine says, because there isn't inform there isn't information from official sites. No one wants to talk about it. First it was good and then it got really bad. Yep. Oh, I always suffer a lot for Infinity Train. I watched that show ever since that pilot came out, so it has a special place in my heart. Similarly to Miraculous Ladybug, which isn't in a similar animation scene like the other shows. So I guess it's safe for the moment. Mm. Alright, I'm still missing a few of his tattoos, specifically on his hands. His fingers. Actually, no, those are some claws. Yes, Rare Arc, I watched Ladybug. Don't really draw much for it. Oops, that was my stomach. But yeah, I freaking love Ladybug. Actually, I've been watching the show ever since it aired in South Korea, because that's where it was first aired. And by that I mean I wasn't in South Korea when it aired. Uh, there's a fan subbing group that heard about the show and decided to sub it and put the episodes on a Google Drive back in the day. And that's how most people used to watch it, at least in the Tumblr crowd. It's a hit show in Brazil, and I love. Yep, or so I've heard. I'm still waiting for that Brazil special they're eventually going to make. Man, Ladybug has such a special place in my heart. That was the first, I guess, show that I really watched from the start and just saw it grow until the behemoth it is now. And it's great. Even if the writing could still be better in some aspects, I still love the show and always will. Kinda sucks that we haven't had any new episodes lately because we got a good few season 5 episodes coming out like one after another a while back. But right now it's just been radio silent. Hopefully it starts airing regularly again. Then again, it's Ladybug. When has it ever aired really regularly? I think it's the production. I mean, probably it's not like the. I mean, the world is still on fire. I'm not surprised if they're having troubles because of that. And they lost that one animation studio. So even a foreign show doesn't get off the hook. But I love Ladybug. You know what I'm really hoping for? I've been waiting from the start for Felix to use the Peacock Miraculous. Please, please, please. I wanna see an evil boy villain, please. Mostly. And Felix is a word. He's a good villain for Blur's character. He's very, very easy to love or to hate. And I love that he's like a little shit, but like a really smart little shit. Oh, Chloe, I was all in for Chloe being redeemed, but then the writers just did a 180 with her. Like, bro, why? That 180 should not have been so hard. And I will say though, Lila was indeed a missed opportunity. Like, she at the end of season 1 she was really set up to be like a recurring villain, but she wasn't really shown that much. Missed opportunity. But Felix now, man. Felix so cool, dude. I really like him. I'm also super interested on what's gonna happen with Natalie since she really let Gabriel have it. She's not falling for his tricks anymore. And I don't blame her. She almost died. For me, is the new powers of Monarch. Yeah, and that outfit, gonna be honest, not his best work, but still pretty good. I'm curious on how he's gonna lose all the miraculous. Oh, gonna make some noise. You. Okay, back to run. Monarch or Hawkmoth don't have nice outfit. I mean, I think it's the mask because Hawkmoth's outfit pretty cool. It's got grip, but the mask really lowers it to like a 5 out of 10. I mean, it's the same thing as Aspect. Like Adrian does not look good in a full bodysuit. He needs to have his hair out. Come on. And I agree, Mayura supremacy. Any design that has the peak of that uses the peak of miraculous, it's just so amazing. Like, come on, you can't go wrong with peacock feathers. It looks freaking amazing. It sucks that we only got to see like young Master Fu in that flashback drawing when he used the peak of miraculous because he looked pretty good. What is your opinion about Erwin and Felix being senti monsters? I am all in for that theory. I think we've gotten enough hints to know it's true. Miracles has always been very good at foreshadowing, even if it's kind of dropped the ball with some of their other writing decisions. It's it's got God tier foreshadowing. I think it's true. They're gonna go for it. Really hope they don't make a 180 with it because come on, it's cool, dude. It's so grim. Oof, hit my tablet. I am kind of disappointed that we never got that Gabriel and Natalie backstory comic because I was really hoping it was gonna be good since it was gonna be written by Thomas Ashok himself. But the world said no. The ring is where is the amok. I mean, pretty obvious, and oh boy, I really hope they don't get destroyed because don't kill my boys. So, thing interesting is that Hawkmoth could have spied by moths, and what makes me angry is that he just gets that power out of nowhere. Yeah, I wish the powers could be like a little bit more explained, but at the same time, I like that I feel like we still have time to explain some things later, and I'm hoping they do because didn't they confirm that Miraculous is getting like 8 seasons now when it was originally only going to be like 5 or 6? No, like 6 or 7. And as long as it's good and it's not too run out, I am all in for more Miraculous. I think his blush is still too much. Like his face looks weird, doesn't it? Come on, work with me. Yeah, that looks a bit better. 12 seasons? Confirmed? I'm gonna have to check that later, but yeah, I'm all in for more Miraculous. Or a spin off. That'd be cool. Maybe they can reuse the Atomic Kid designs. Anyone else watching Made in Abyss Season 2? Or no, just me? Because I'm gonna assume people watching are anime fans. I don't think that Ida will blush. Yeah, I don't think he blushes that much. That's why I erased some of it. I might add a bit more to Sarah though. I actually got thinking when I drew this, like Ito has this really pointy belt thingy. Um, ouch. So I didn't draw it this time around. And I like to think he's like, babe, look, I'm not wearing the bull belt today. I might gonna watch. Made in Abyss is a really good series. Not everyone's cup of tea though. I've tried to get some of my friends into it, and they haven't been into it. Which fair. Not everyone has good taste. Just kidding. Middle Beast is one, definitely one of my favorite shows. I just wish the manga would update more frequently. You haven't gotten a chapter in what, a month now? I mean, that's not much. We've gone in years without chapters. Come on. Oh, speaking of hiatuses, any of you guys read the Hunter x Hunter manga? It's coming back soon, hopefully. Mm, I want to make the lion sticker. I might. Mod 19. No. Oh, get. Alright, I gotta draw the details on Sora's pendant thingy, I guess. Okay, how long did I start this stream? 31 minutes ago. Oop, we got about 20 more to go. Gotta finish this on time. Man, it's already that late. Ooh. Yeah, I'm still gonna post this drawing on my DVR today. No way am I letting another day pass. I wanna stream tomorrow again. Maybe continue those Ruby drawings. Or maybe Sunday since the new episode of Ice Kingdom airs on Sunday and then I might have something to talk about. Yeah, that looks pretty okay. I will try to be for tomorrow's stream. Hey, thank you, Mod19. I do like having people in the chat because come on, that's what streamers for. Also, thank you, smiley face. I it is a nice drawing. I'm proud of it. There's more where that came from. Shameless plug. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. I didn't know you could actually name your YouTube channel just an emoji. Honestly, power move. I actually could have gotten maybe a few extra viewers if I had made a post on my DeviantArt, since that's where I have most of my following. But since I wasn't drawing Ruby and since I haven't posted anything there in a while, I didn't want to rock the boat. I mean, maybe tomorrow's a better day for actually making an announcement. You can even name it something invisible. Or maybe you can use like another letter to make like a swear. It's funny when people do it. I might start drawing more stuff without shading it because it does look really nice when you choose the right colors. Like this one. Just some minimal gradients. It can look pretty good. Man, Total Drama was so totally connected to that. But yeah, Total Drama was gonna go to HBO Max. Oh, if they actually cancel the new seasons, I'm gonna be so upset. Well, both ways you draw great because you make great art. Thank you. Yeah, I gotta keep practicing to draw better and draw faster so the streams are fun. Cause I like to have fun here. Mm, okay, gonna draw Sora's details. Maybe fix a few colors and after that, color the day. Or a night, I guess. Probably gonna post this on Instagram first and DeviantArt in case someone's interested. It'll give out advice from One Piece. I don't think I've gotten that far into One Piece. The most I've watched is like the first 50 episodes. Like I think Ito will use two katanas. Dude, he totally would. He's jacked. Twitter? Yeah, I'm gonna post it on Twitter too, but maybe tomorrow in the morning. I just don't like to post everything everywhere at once. Lol. So sometimes I like to space out my posts. It's still long, One Piece, so don't watch it, lol. I mean, I'm not against reading the manga. Sorry, against reading the manga one day. Because One Piece has a lot of filler, and while I've heard it's good, I want to read the main story. The only show where I would watch everything, including the filler, would be Detective Conan. Because I actually like the filler in Detective Conan, but I have not catch up with the series in like over a decade, I guess. But I do like it. He's my boy. He's my number one. Although I will say I'm not one for reading whatever's popular in the Shonen Jump magazine or watching whatever comes out of it. The only show that I really cherish from the Shonen Jump was Gintama. I don't know if you guys have heard of it or watched it. Gintama was just so much fun, and I haven't even finished the anime or the manga. Eventually, though. Eventually. Ruby is one of the shows that I watched that I have fear. I watched that have fear to make a filler. Like you don't want Ruby to have filler, because if so, I agree. I think it's fine the way it is, and personally, I think it has a bit too much filler at times. Like I know a lot of people have dropped Ruby because they don't like the direction it's taking with the story, but I actually liked it. I'm really interested on what Team Ruby is gonna do and if they're ever gonna meet the gods again. Ruby and Ruby have fear to make fillers. I'm not against them making quote filler if it's about other characters, like the books. And I know Pyro's been gone for a while now and it's not gonna come back, but if they make like an OVA about her, I'm all in for it. The books are cool. I have not read them. I've heard they're on the more positive side. Since they are new stories and not just a recap of Beacon. For me, spin-off like the books is okay. Yep, I think that's the way to go. Because making a comic is really time consuming. And I think what they should really do is make like a Pyrrha spin-off book. Or not a spin-off book, like a prequel. The Fairy Tales and Neo History is the best spin-offs? Really? Uh I haven't read many comments about the Fairy Tales book, but I've heard people didn't like the animation. I've heard more positive things about that book than the actual animation of the fairy tales. Because they are canon and cool to the lore. Yeah. They should add like canon stuff for Ruby. Like cool canon stuff, like specific grams. Those are always the best. Damn. My voice is running out. Oops. I would actually love if they made like a series of prequel books about certain characters, like Pyrrha, like Maria, like the really badass girls. Or man, I'm not against an Ironwood story. But worse is the manga's anime and DC Comics never put Japan to make Ruby. Well, I don't think it's Japan per se the problem or the Japanese creators. I think it's the direction from the main writers because they're the ones that have the final name, the final saying on what gets put in the comic. I think they make uh, very basic outlines because aren't the mangas just mostly recaps of of volume 1 and maybe a side story, so I get why people don't want to read them. Well, Ice Kingdom is being produced fully by a Japanese team, but you gotta take into account that the writers in Rooster Teeth still have the final say on what gets put like in the story. Like you can't kill off certain characters, you can't develop a character this much in this series. So like I totally get why some people don't like the direction Ice Kingdom is taking, but you also gotta consider the main writers also had a say in this, a big say. Oh, my stomach. I actually would have preferred if Ruby Ice Kingdom had been completely about another team, like Team Coffee. That way we don't have to recap the episodes. Like, how do I say this? It would have been cool to see like the beacon year where Team Ruby enters, but from the point of view of another team, or like from the point of view of Juniper. Like we don't know why Ren and Nora are in Beacon. Why aren't they in the Mistral school? Did did the writers ever say that? Maybe in a podcast or note? I think that would have been much more interesting. While we still get like a glimpse of Ruby, of like the first Ruby volume. Like if we focus on how Ren and Nora got there, we would still see Yang and Blake eventually getting the relics in the forest. And you could call it something like uh I don't know, Ruby Remnants, or I think that's actually the name of a fan project. But still, Remnants would be like a good name. And you show like how Pyrrha got there, how Nora and Ren got there. You can skip John for the most part. He probably just got there by train because he didn't want to fly because he gets sick really easily. For me, Ruby is good, has some errors, but the thing that makes Ruby C to be bad is the bad fans. Yeah, some fandoms have more dedicated fans than others. I feel like Ruby is one of those that has some really dedicated fans, so the bad ones scream even louder than usual. And I think it's also because since it's an American show, most of the fan base will be American, so it's easier to find like more discourse than say a Japanese animation or show or a foreign cartoon. Her hair color is so cute. The funny part is the best fans 10% are white rose shippers. Really? From what you told me, I feel like you had some really bad experience with white rose shippers specifically, which does indeed suck. I've known a, I've known I've known people that have had like some bad experiences with other shippers, like the big ones like Bumblebee. And it sucks because I've also know of tons of fans of those ships that are completely okay with it and hate those fans that always want to make arguments about a ship. But I have good friends that are white rose shippers. Yeah, that's what sucks. There's a loud minority that really ruins it for the rest. And the thing is, white rose is still really popular to this day. But more recently, from what I've heard, it's Bumblebee that gets the bad rep because of some shippers. Oh, bye, Mod. See you later. Oh, typo. Rose Garden is cool, right? I mean, I think definitely it's cute. It has potential. I personally really liked it. I think it's super adorable. But writing wise, let's be real, the most they've had is that one scene in Volume 7. And I would love it if they have more, like if they actually developed as a couple. But with the whole Volume 9 thing and a time skip being possible, I'm not gonna be real, I'm afraid if it's gonna sink because if there's like a huge time skip and now Oscar is way older. But yeah, I really like Rose Garden. It's cute. Especially now that Oscar's been got has gotten more development in volume 7 and 8. Oscar became new Ospin. He is indeed becoming new Ospin. I actually really liked how he bickers with him. Like he's annoyed. Especially in volume 8 when he tells like silence. I'll tell them later. Like you go kid. I'm glad that he actually gets to have a spine before Ospin completely takes over. Well, I think I'm about done here. I'm gonna be shutting it off. I might add some extra details later, but for the most part, I think it's about done. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. Thank you for thank you to everyone that stopped by. It's been fun. It's like midnight where I'm in, but it was time well spent. Even if the previous stream did fell through. All right. Until next time. Hopefully tomorrow or maybe on Sunday. Hopefully both days, cause this was fun.